going on? How's everyone doing?
Shout out to Colin. Everybody else who's cool with Colin.
Chunky! I didn't say.
Get your popcorn and your Coca-Cola and relax.
Anyway, tell Colin I'm ready.
What's going on? This is Colin. How's everybody doing? I hope you're having a great day so far. I have got a sovereign citizen. This is, I don't know, the third or fourth time I've covered her. This may be the last one. I'm not sure. You have to wait till the end to find out. But we do have a good one. And she does bring back the Holy Spirit, which is important. I know it is to her, so might as well bring it to court with you. All right. Before I hit that play button, you know what to do. Hit the like and subscribe. Do your jump kick backflips. Let's go.
People of the state of Michigan versus Tanae and Nicole Tubbs. This matter is scheduled for a pre-trial. Appearances for the record, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Elena Rozak on behalf of the people, P 78815.
Good morning, Judge Dion Patillo, P 82378, appearing as stand-in counsel for Ms. Tanaya Tubbs. Can you state your
Ms.
name?
Tubbs, could you state your name for the record? please?
Grand Rising, I would like to welcome the Holy Spirit in here. I would like to thank the Holy Spirit. And I would like to bring peace, joy, justice to this courtroom, as well as liberty. My name is, I am the beneficiary, the principal and equitable title holder, Tanae Nicole Tubbs. Beneficiary.
All right. Ms. Tubbs, the person that's standing next to you is your by attorney. You can ask her any questions at any point in time. You're going to be representing yourself, but she will be here to answer any of your questions. Did you want an opportunity before we get going here to talk with her? Would you like to talk privately with her before we get started?
At this time, I would like to, I could talk to her for a second.
Right. Why don't we just send her back there? And then I don't know if you're gonna have any, as the prosecutor, if you had a chance to talk with the standby attorney, or how do you want to do that?
I wanted to talk to the prosecutor.
Right.
Yes.
So I'm gonna send her back and let them talk. Then do you, the three of, how do you want to handle that, Madam Prosecutor? Once she's met with her attorney?
However, I don't know whatever the court prefers. I mean, I'm happy to talk with all three of us together.
I guess if any offers, you can just put it on the record in court, huh?
Yeah, and I think that before we even get to there was no offer in this case. They were waiting on a mitigation package, and obviously because of how the competency has gone and the new attorney, and then Miss Tubbs representing herself, like there was no mitigation package. I could obviously go and get an offer, but before going that far, I want to know, speaking with the defense counsel and Miss Tubbs, where.
Right. Why don't
if that's
you
even a
talk with
thing.
Miss Tubbs, kind of figure out what way you guys want, what way she wants to go, and then we'll talk more,
I want to
okay?
dismiss this.
Okay, but well, you talk with your attorney, okay?
I'm not having an attorney.
I'm not your attorney, but just
Okay.
standby counsel.
Okay.
Patillo, P 8.
All right, that's the first break. There's at least one more break. I think there's only 3 parts to this video. Anyways, remember that she was standing on that. I do not want an attorney. She is not representing me. She is not my attorney. I do not want one. It's very forceful right there. It's gonna change here in a little bit.
82378 on behalf or stand-in counsel for Ms. Tanaya Tubbs.
Grand Rising, I would like to welcome the Holy Spirit into this place and thank the Holy Spirit to touch each and every last one of us, bringing joy, peace, liberty, and justice. I am the principal and equitable title holder, the beneficiary, Tanae Nicole Tubbs, reserving all rights under UCC 1-207 and UCC 1-308.
All right, counsel, where are we at on this matter?
So what we discussed was, Ms. Tubbs stated that she didn't have all the discovery, so the prosecutor went and printed all of the discovery. In terms of digital discovery, since Ms. Tubbs will still be in the Wayne County Jail until the trial, I'll put it on a flash drive and
Okay,
take it to the jail.
okay.
She just would need a laptop.
All right, you want me to order a laptop for her?
Yes.
All right, then I'll order that Ms. Tubbs is to receive a laptop from the jail. All right, any other matters we need to take on?
The only thing I would like to indicate for the record, Judge, is that I am, right now, the only thing that I didn't include in the discovery, I realized as I got down here that I didn't print the witness list, so I'm going to send that, to the court and ask if Marita would be so kind to print just the copy of the witness list off. I will say that as far as paper discovery goes, I have included, the felony information, with all of the charges, the investigator's report, which is 3 pages, the reports from the police officers, which are 13 pages, the defendant's statement, which is a 3-page document, the Center for Forensic Psychiatry report that pertains to our case because we did not get any of the other ones from Calhoun County. The notice of insanity defense that the prior attorney, Attorney Glenn had filed. And with regard to the preliminary exam, I did check, it was waived, bound over, so there is no.
You requested that be terminated, correct? That
No.
request for insanity defense? You don't want it, do you want it insanity defense?
No,
Okay.
I just wanted to make sure that, I provided a copy of it.
I make sure we have an order that she has requested the withdrawal of an insanity defense. I think we already did that, but if we didn't, we need to sign that today.
Okay, and right now, your court clerk did print off the witness list for me. So I'm adding that on the, discovery, and it is 1 page, Your Honor, and then I've, put all of the discovery together, the paper discovery together in a white envelope that the defendant will be able to take back with her and have a physical copy for herself.
All right, can we give all of that to her right now?
Yes, I am.
I have a request.
Ms. Tubbs would like to address the court.
All right, Ms. Tubbs, you're receiving all that documentation, correct, ma'am?
And these are the.
Wait, no,
Yes.
we're gonna do
Yes,
this one
I'm
at a time.
receiving the
Ms.
discovery
Tubbs,
package.
have you received all the discovery she just said?
Everything but what she said, the witness list.
All right, it's my understanding you gave her the witness list too, correct, counsel?
Yes, I added the witness list.
Also the injured party.
It's in the discovery.
Okay.
You just gotta read.
All right, so you have the witness list. You agree to that, ma'am?
Yes,
And you have all the other discovery, correct?
as of what she gave me, yes.
Okay, what else, ma'am?
The digital, but I'm gonna provide that.
You're gonna provide that, okay, all right. Anything else?
Besides, I would like to approach the bench.
Well, you can speak from there.
I can speak from here.
Yeah,
All
okay.
right, thank you.
Yeah,
I'm asking for this, court to dismiss this case on behalf of the facts that this is a Nisi Prius courtroom. This also goes by equity, which also has no jurisdiction over me. I am not an entity, nor am I subject to an entity. And I have given all my rights that been infringed, which, this goes by the Constitution, correct? And this goes by equity, correct? So by that being said, my rights was infringed. I have the right to bear arms and I have the right to travel. And that's
anything
why,
else? Yeah, your motion to dismiss, Stacy, anything else?
that's my motion to dismiss. You
Okay.
also gave,
Well, is there anything else with your motion to dismiss? I need to rule on that once you're done.
yes,
Anything else on the motion to dismiss?
yes.
Okay, go ahead, man.
My due process has been violated, right for
Okay.
life and liberty. The 180-day rule has been violated. There is no crime. If there is no injured party, I'm the only injured party. And that will be all. Besides, I reserve my rights, to not be compelled to perform under any contract or commercial agreement that I did not enter into knowingly, willingly, voluntarily, or intentionally. And I furthermore do not accept any liability of compelled benefit under any unrevealed contract of the commercial agreement.
Okay, anything else with regard to your motion to dismiss?
I'm just asking for a motion to dismiss.
Okay, there is absolutely no basis in law with regard to your motion to dismiss. I deny it. Anything else we need to take up, ma'am?
So the only other thing was the documents that we were speaking of when we
Yeah.
were on Zoom. Ms. Tubbs did obtain those and she just wants me to give them to the prosecutor.
Okay, I have no idea what documents you're talking about, but
It's the bill of complaint and equity, presentment to void proceedings and jurisdiction.
And also my
Yeah.
affidavit of truth,
And yes,
it's on the other day. In my Sesta Q trust, because this is accordingly
I'm gonna
to.
need you to speak up, ma'am. It's a big room. Thank
Also,
you.
it's for my Sesta Q trust. I am the beneficiary over the trust account. You guys are acting as a.
Well, that really has
fiduciary,
nothing to
correct?
do with this courtroom,
It
but
really
anything
does.
else, ma'am?
It does,
Anything else?
but you can say that.
All
No,
right. Have you discussed potential resolution of this, Madam Prosecutor?
Your Honor, I have not talked to the Ms. Tubbs today, and the last I heard prior to her going off the record is that all she wants is the case dismissed. I don't know that there is a resolution that Ms. Tubbs would be amenable to. And the last time I spoke with her, when we were on Zoom, she indicated that the only thing she is seeking is a dismissal, which the people are
Well, I've
not.
denied that dismissal. We're scheduled for trial on March 17th. I don't accept pleas on the day of trial. Do you want to discuss resolving this matter with the prosecutor, or do you just want to come here March 17th at 9 o'clock for a jury
I would
trial?
like to discuss some resolutions.
All right.
The only thing that I can think of, Judge, in talking to your deputies is if the court wanted to turn.
You know, we're gonna do this in here.
Okay, that's what I was going to say.
And I'm gonna ask everybody to step out of the courtroom other than Ms. Tubbs, her attorney, and you.
Okay,
And I'm gonna turn off Zoom and that type of thing, and then let you discuss that. But I'm gonna ask everybody to please step out of the courtroom. And we'll reconvene once they're done discussing everything.
Case 2400.
All right, and we're back. I told you. I think this is the last break. There actually is another break, but they never come back on YouTube, and I'll explain that at the end of the video. But yeah, you can kind of see how Miss Tubbs is leaning more into letting her attorney do stuff for her. I don't know why the attorney's accepting the paperwork, and she's giving the attorney paperwork. She's even starting to talk on her behalf. For someone who is very strong about representing herself, she's leaning more into her attorney. All right, let's keep going.
390201, the people of the state of Michigan versus Janaea Nicole Tubbs. This matter is scheduled today for a pretrial. Appearances for the record.
good afternoon, Your Honor. Elena Rozek on behalf of the people, P78815.
good afternoon, Judge Zion Patillo, P 82378, standby counsel for Ms. Tanaya Tubbs.
Great afternoon. Coming in as the principal and beneficial equitable title holder, Tanea Nicole Tubbs, beneficiary natural living being. Coming in UCC 1-207, UCC 1-308.
Counsel, where are we at on these matters?
Your Honor, I believe that this is going to go to trial on March 17th. We did have an opportunity once the court excused itself and gave the courtroom to us to review some of the digital discovery with the defendant, not all of it. There is 5 different videos, 3 police officer body worn cameras, 2 scout car videos. One of them is of the front of the scout car looking out. The other one would be for the back seat of the scout car. We have not gone through every single one of them, but we went through 2 different angles of body cams and that covered the incident that the defendant is charged for. She and I have a disagreement on what the actions were and what the facts are, and therefore that's what a jury trial is for.
Okay. Can you put on the record what the offer is, what the sentencing guidelines call for, and what you're gonna recommend as far as the sentence, just so Ms. Tubbs understands everything?
Let me just double check really fast.
Okay.
It's long.
She said she's not in. On Zoom.
Oh, I see.
Okay, Your Honor, with the guidelines, 35. The guidelines as charged, if the defendant were convicted of one count of carrying concealed weapon, one and two counts of resisting and obstructing a police officer, and the habitual second offense notice, the guidelines would be 7 to 28 months to a maximum of 7.5 years.
Is she habitual?
Yes, have a habitual second offense.
Okay, what's your offer?
The offer in this case, Your Honor, this is what I explained to the defendant also, is that there was a no reduced plea on this initially, and that the supervisors were asking for a mitigation package. Given the history of this case, there was no mitigation package that was submitted. The only thing that I could do at this point would be to ask the supervisors to consider something without the mitigation package and explain the history of the case and whatnot on my own. But I don't, in my conversations with the defendant, I don't know that that is, I don't know where that would get us.
Okay, and what are you gonna be recommending if you, if she were found guilty at the time of trial?
Your Honor, it depends, but I would say somewhere in the realm of 2 years in the Michigan Department of Corrections, up to with a tail of 7.5 years with the habitual.
And ma'am, the court is no longer bound by sentencing guidelines. I could give you a sentence less than the sentencing guidelines. I could give you a sentence within the sentencing guidelines, or I could give even more than 28 months, which is 2 years and 4 months. Understanding that, would you like to talk with your attorney about seeing if you can get some type of an offer that you'd be agreeable to, or do you want to go ahead to a jury trial?
I tried to find out what the offer was. She said she didn't have one.
All right. What kind of offer are you looking for me?
I really want a dismissal, but the
Okay,
only offer
not getting
that,
a dismissal, we're beyond that, so.
okay, I get that.
Okay,
Well, the only offer I can see is because I'm not a habitual. I've never been in trouble with
but
them.
she said you're a habitual second.
I never had a gun charge. I've never
Well, I
had.
don't know about a gun, but a felony conviction?
I'm-
It's,
If
December
somebody said she's a
13th.
Habitual second, what is it?
December 13th, 2013, fleeing and eluding in the 3rd degree in Calhoun County. It says that you were convicted.
How does Calhoun County have anything to do with Wayne County?
State of
It's the
Michigan.
state of Michigan. Okay, well, that charge was dropped, correct?
Well, it sounds like you were found guilty of something. You must either pled or had a jury
I was
trial.
dropped. That charge got dropped. From my recollections, that charge was dropped.
Well, they're saying that it's not. So anyway, tell me what, if anything, you want the prosecutor to go and see about getting, what type of offer would you be willing to take, ma'am?
If anything, probation,
Okay. All right, let me talk.
and no
to
jail
both of you.
time,
I'm sorry?
no jail time and probation. I'm sorry.
All right, let me talk to both the attorneys.
I do have
okay?
8 children.
I'm sorry, what?
I'm sorry, I do have 8 children, and I've been away from them already 7 months.
All right, so let's speak. Let me talk to both of the attorneys.
All right. And that is it, guys. Both the attorneys and the judge went back and they were speaking for a long time and Miss Tubbs was not part of those discussions. She was sitting right there at the defense table the entire time. Now, they didn't cut the YouTube off at this point, which is why I know that. But right when the attorneys and the judge came back to decide what was going to happen, they stopped the YouTube stream. So I don't know if she accepted the plea or they're going to trial. Now, the trial is set on the 17th, but I will say the attorneys were working really hard to try to get her a plea deal where she would just take the 7 months for time served. So, as you heard, the minimum that she could have been sentenced on one of the charges was 7 months. But here was the major issue. She has I think she has another case in another courtroom. It might be a probation violation because of this case. I'm not exactly sure, but something in another court. So they were communicating with another court to see if they would go along with the same sentence. So to get her to take a plea. Now, the weird thing about this is Miss Tubbs just completely let her standby attorney do all this negotiating, and the court just kind of completely ignored her at this point. She wasn't speaking up. She doesn't have an attorney. It's a standby attorney, but the attorney just decided to do all the work, and the judge was talking to her. And you guys kind of saw the judge talking to the attorney instead of Miss Tubbs. It just gradually got that way. It doesn't, but whatever. Miss Tubbs wasn't complaining. They got through the case. I do strongly believe that she took a plea. I think with the amount of time that the attorneys and the judge were talking to each other, I'm going to guess that she took a plea for 7 months for time served, and she's probably out of jail now. But if she didn't take the plea, if they couldn't work that out, then we'll see her in trial on the 17th. So that's kind of where we are on this case. I did try to look it up beforehand, but even when I typed in the case number, it was coming up that there was no case. So, yeah, I'm not sure. But and it's not as if they would delete it. I maybe just was looking in the wrong place. I'm not exactly sure. But even if the case was resolved and she accepted the plea, it doesn't just disappear. So maybe I had the case number written down wrong. I don't know. I think I was looking in the wrong place. Anyways, that's it, guys. That's it. We're gonna just have to either wait till the 17th or maybe someone in the comments can find it. Apparently, I failed at it. All right, I'm rambling, but this is it. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed the video. Please hit that like button. I would appreciate it. Also, I will leave the link for her last appearance in the description. Now, I did do that during a live stream, so the video, the actual clip is at the very end of the live stream. And I know you guys that don't normally watch my live streams, but do watch my videos. I do pause a lot and talk to the chat, so I do apologize for that if you decide to jump over there and watch it. But maybe you want to see the last appearance that she made. Okay, I'm done rambling. Please hit that like button. Until next time, bye.